Travis. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I know him personally. Yeah, I know him
Zeus and
personally.
I are cool, so he could vouch.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what do you got for us?
So I just wanted to jump in on this. If you want me to stay on a certain topic, I'll gladly do that. But I just wanted to jump in on this because this is one thing that I hear a lot from women, and I think it's incorrect. Women today just solely equate a man's value with income. And I don't think that's correct. And the reason why I say that, it is a part of it, right? A component of it.
Exactly.
But how is he getting that income? What is his character in the pursuit of that money, right? Because you'll have a lot of women that say, oh, I want a man that makes money, but then they go after guys that are in the streets making fast money, or the perception of fast money, because it's quick and it's now, and they don't believe in delayed gratification. A lot of women in our society do not like delayed gratification. They want it now. And that's the big thing with real men. Men are supposed to be the long-term thinkers that are supposed to be able to protect a woman from her own lack of delayed gratification, because they're emotional in the moment, right? Look at all these celebrities that have kids, and a lot of these men that are celebrities make all this money, but they're naming their kids Blanket.
Leave my Blanket alone. He ain't bothering nobody.
You know what I mean? Like, so now they got all this money, but now their mind is warped, and now they've put their kids in an environment that has skewed them and taken them away from reality. I mean, everything is subjective, but to me, that's not a high value man.
They're not gonna choose the average guy now no more. Women do not want to be with the average guy, and now because of social media, it's gotten even worse, because now they can get flown out to Dubai, to Miami, to Atlanta, to the best man in the world. So the average guy that lives in her hometown, he doesn't have a shot with her anymore. Women are now phasing out more and more men. 1 in 3 men are a virgin and/or celibate within the last year. Men are struggling with sex, whereas women aren't. Women's sex levels have risen, whereas men have declined. Men nowadays are more virgins than women are. How is that even possible when a woman's supposed to come to her husband as a virgin? But this the problem is that the deregulated dating market has flipped the script. It's changed the whole dynamic. So since it's changed the whole dynamic now, women are in a privileged position. They're not going to give that position up in order to regress to back how it was, even though back how it was the best way it should be. Back in the days, especially black families were more married than ever before, whereas now we aren't. And this goes for all marriage in general now, right? Back in the days, family mattered. Having a husband actually mattered to a woman. Maintaining and keeping a husband was a woman's dream, whereas now it's not. Getting her career in her bag is her dream. So since that's just changing now.
Can I ask a follow-up question, because you're hitting like 100 points.
I know.
And I don't want to cut you off.
Go ahead. It's okay. It's okay. Go ahead.
So I honestly believe that there are a lot of women that do desire to be married. I think that there is hope, and I think when your surroundings change, you see it a lot more. So in my circle, black love and black marriage, and the prosperity of them even, are more prevalent. So when I was single and I was younger, I didn't see it as much. But being in a different circle, we're surrounded kind of, if you will, by, other couples and other things like that. So I see it a lot more. So I know that there's a bridge to be mended, but I know there's a bridge and foundation there. So what would you recommend? And I'm not trying to change your thought, but
no, go ahead. I don't get offended
really
about nothing. Go ahead.
Looking into, because we can talk about the problems, but what are more of the solutions for the people that are looking? There's a lot of them out here.
But see, the thing is, right? Just because a woman's looking for a husband, every woman's looking for a husband. Let's be real, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. Every woman's looking for a husband. Even when they say not, they're being disingenuous. Because if Mr. Right came along, you would take that nigga, right? The problem is they can't find the right guy, right? So this is the thing. The problem is, even when a girl says, I want to be single, no, you don't. You just can't find Mr. Right. So you're electing to just be single because too many dickheads are at your door, and you don't want those guys. But what you don't see is your behavior has brought you those exact same guys. What they don't see is their dating practices is telling them you gotta improve, but they don't want to improve also. So that's the problem. Right. Women nowadays don't want to improve. They don't want to say, "Oh, I gotta be submissive." Rather than be submissive, that's what they're gonna say. I ain't no fucking slave. Like the girl I got on earlier. I ain't gotta adhere to no man. I ain't gotta comply to no man. This is their mindset. So since this is your mindset, you want to be a wife without actually being a fucking wife. If you want to alive earlier,
right. And you're actually a wife first. You're
a wife first,
before you
not
find
a
your husband.
exactly.
Yeah, you're a wife first. Mm-hmm.
Your wife before anything.
Yeah,
That comes
I
first.
agree.
You take care of the head so the rest of the household can eat. That's how it
There
works.
you go.
But women don't see
I
that. They
agree with
see it
that.
as themselves first, and everything else trickles down. This is why women initiate divorce, because I'm not happy. Me. I want better. What
Yeah.
about the children? What about your husband? Fuck all that. It's what I want.
Let me ask you a question, Zeus.
Go ahead.
With what you said. Sorry to cut you off. And then I want
No,
to
go
get
ahead,
the
go ahead.
gentleman, see his input. Do you think that the woman that we are referring to find it easier to work outside the home
Correct.
than it would to?
Yes. So I say this all the
so
time.
it's so much easier.
I say this all the time, right? Women,
It's easier to work for the other man than to work for your own man.
here's the problem, right? Women find it easier to be
Right.
to submit to a fucking to a boss rather than see the problem is, right? They hear submission, they hear slavery, but the problem is you're submitting to your fucking boss at home. That's what you don't realize.
Yeah.
You're cleaning his fucking shelves when you could clean your home shelves. You're doing all these things at work when you can do the things at home. You could be your husband's helpmate.
Yep.
But since you're working towards being a submissive to a job one day or a boss one day, the problem is that they're being raised to be submissive to a boss one day, right? But the problem is you're not being raised to be submissive to a husband one day. So you're being
Right.
raised counterproductive to what your biological need is: security and a quality man. So now you can no longer find that quality man as you get older, as you have more children, as you lose your value, because women don't understand you are going to lose fucking value, whether you believe it, whether society tells you, whether you're delusional or not. You lose value as a woman. Women age like milk. All women, my mother included, everyone included. Men age like wine if they do the work. They don't realize that. They get triggered when I say you age like milk. What you mean I age like milk? No, I'm still pretty. No, you don't get it. Little by little, you're aging.
Because nothing gains value with use or with time and use.
Nothing gains value with time and use.
Value with time and use. The cooter as well. The cooter doesn't become more valuable because you learn new tricks.
And you're giving it away more and more. That's what they don't realize. You're giving it away more and more. So on top of that, you're getting more mileage. So on top of that, you're taking them, because women take on every man she gets, she take on every man's imprint. So now you're getting more and more jaded by each guy you've been with. You're making yourself.
I told my daughter that.
Yeah.
Women don't understand that shit.
And taking on those energies, yeah.
And I heard women yesterday was like, she should have her fun while she's young, and when she gets 30, she should no, that's bad fucking advice. This is the problem. Other women listen to other women who are fucking single for advice about being a wife.
And the women that are single because they're afraid. They're afraid of failing at their job and their man walking out.
Exactly.
But hold on 1 second, Zeus. Hey, how are you? I'm Trinity. What's your name?
Hey, how
Hi,
you doing?
Travis.
I'm Travis. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I know him
Zeus
personally.
too.
Yeah, I know him
Zeus and
personally.
I are cool, so he can vouch.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what do you got for us?
So I just wanted to jump in on this. If you want me to stay on a certain topic, I'll gladly do that. But I just wanted to jump in on this because this is one thing that I hear a lot from women, and I think it's incorrect. Women today just solely equate a man's value with income. And I don't think that's correct. And the reason why I say that, it is a part of it, right? A component of it.
Exactly.
But how is he getting that income? What is his character in the pursuit of that money, right? Because you'll have a lot of women that say, oh, I want a man that makes money, but then they go after guys that are in the streets making fast money, or the perception of fast money, because it's quick and it's now, and they don't believe in delayed gratification. A lot of women in our society do not like delayed gratification. They want it now. And that's the big thing with real men. Men are supposed to be the long-term thinkers that are supposed to be able to protect a woman from her own lack of delayed gratification, because they're emotional in the moment, right? Look at all these celebrities that have kids, and a lot of these men that are celebrities make all this money, but they're naming their kids Blanket.
Leave my DJ alone. He ain't bother nobody.
You know what I mean? Like, so now they got all this money, but now their mind is warped, and now they've put their kids in an environment that has skewed them and taken them away from reality. that's, I mean, everything is subjective, but to me, that's not a high
Yes.
value man because in the pursuit
100%.
of money, he lost himself
So
and he
hold on,
didn't
100%.
keep his
Travis.
Completely
family
If I
agree.
may,
grounded.
now that doesn't make a high value man. Like there are measurements regarding the high value man, but the women only seem to focus on money,
Finances.
just like you said. Value
That's what he's
concept.
saying.
Right. And that's
Exactly.
why I said that.
Hmm.
And I do want to say this. And I do want to say this. I think high value is
No,
subjective
Yes,
to the
no,
person.
I think
no, no,
No,
no.
I
Let me
don't think
tell
so
you
either.
why
I
I
don't think so
say
either.
no.
I don't think so
No,
either.
that's bullcrap. Because that's saying, oh well, poverty is subjective to the
Exactly.
person. No, you got to
Exactly.
know what poverty look like. So
Exactly.
with that being, with that being
that.
the premise,
Right.
right? Uh,
And that's debatable.
No,
That's not
I
something
agree
that
well,
I
with you
think
listen.
though,
is,
Travis.
you know what I mean?
I agree.
Like to me, there's
I don't agree.
to me the general consensus of high value, I do agree with it for the most part. But what I mean by that is this, right? There's all these
What?
guys that a lot of people will be like, well, why would that woman be with them? He ain't nothing, you know? But then there's a lot of women that do want to be like Future. I don't
And
consider
neither
that
does
a high
Kevin
value
Samuels.
man, but
See, that's the thing.
a
It
lot of
doesn't
women
matter because
consider
he's
him a high
listen,
value man.
listen.
Who am I to say he's
Because
not
you're the
if
man.
he's
Now, a
gotten a
high
lot of
value
women?
man, from what I understood from Kevin Samuels, is that he's recognized by his peers as such. Right? He makes $10,000 a month and have been doing so consistently on a continuing basis for at least 3 to 5 years straight. Okay, which is why he says men cannot be considered high value men until they're at least 31 because it takes that amount of time to get that
I'm gonna go next,
way.
Trinity, when you're
It's
done.
also so there are a lot of things that are in place, and because they're not addressed, it doesn't mean that they don't exist. So therefore, the whole high value concept could be negated. It can't. All right. There's a measurement,
Mm,
so we have to stay within that measurement.
exactly.
Now, for me, I'm not pushing women to date high value men. You know why? I ain't never met one. I don't know where to look. I don't know where to start. I don't know who to ask. And you know what? Truth be told, I already know I'll be wasting my goddamn time. I'm 20 years too old, two kids too late, 3 grandkids or
Mm,
more.
mm,
Like,
mm,
come
mm.
on,
Good woman right
okay?
there. Talk that talk. See that? That's a woman
All
who
right,
accepts
so
accountability right there.
yeah, so and not only that, but my value is not misplaced. My value is
Mm-hmm.
family. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm moving through my feminine energy. It's
Mm, mm, mm,
family.
mm.
It's so that
Right.
I can nurture,
Woo.
I can comfort, like I can be me without worrying if this
Cool.